Alongside Rod Woodson, I'm Kyle Yeomans with Evan Washburn down on the sideline with
draft class. Let's highlight some of the top guys that we're going to see in this game, and it starts with Venga Ioane, the offensive lineman out of Penn State. Big expectations for him to slide in. He'll definitely start this game. How long he plays, we'll wait and see. For a young player, that has to be your currency early in camp. He's a big body wide receiver that this offense really hasn't had in a long time, that Lamar hasn't had possibly in his.
See plenty of those new fresh faces, and Rod, it's a new era across the board, brand new look at.
And a new era of college football where they have multiple uniforms. They're starting to do that in the National Football League, and the players love it.
They were defeated in the wild card round to the San Francisco 49ers. The Ravens, it's a new era after an 8-9 win. Tyler Loop has things teed up from the 35-yard line, going from right to left on your screen. Cole Wisniewski, the undrafted rookie out of Texas Tech, receives it at the 10-yard line, goes to the left side, and gets nearly to the 30. That is where the Eagles will take over preseason. You're still going to get a great look at initially. Tank Bigsby is the running back. Right center is Andy Dalton. He hands it right-hand side. Bigsby, with multiple flags flying in, gets the evening underway. Adrian Hill. It was Eli Stowers, the rookie out of Vanderbilt, called for the hold. Back at their own 20-yard line. Chest high snap for Dalton, looking right. It's complete outside, and a big hit initially. You like to see that as the long line. Second down and 12. Right side on the sweep, and nowhere to down and 10 for Dalton and the Eagles on their opening drive of the day from the 29-yard line. Two receivers left, one to the right, and movement up front early will back up the Eagles even further. Young coaches in this business know the stress level. Third down and 15. Dalton with a deep drop, pressure off the right side, dumps it off to the tight end underneath, nowhere to go. As Grant, 12.5 to play in the first and counting. 4th and 7. And man, does get a good one underneath this. Spiraling kick. Wester with some room to return. Shimmies left, works right, gets outside the numbers, turns upfield at the 25-yard line, and he's pushed down at the 20. Behind center, under center to start. 7th-year man out of Utah. Toss back to Adam Randall. Randall with the opening carry of his rookie season. Huntley, of course, has won some football games for this Ravens squad in the important. Of course, Lamar Jackson looking on from the sideline. 2nd down and 8. Throw left. Open man, it's Matthew Hibner who reels it in at the 50-yard line. Down the left sideline. He's knocking backer back in coverage, and Hibner made him pay. Handoff to Randall on 1st and 10 from the 41 into enemy territory for Baltimore. Jeremiah Trotter with the stop after that 1 year as a running back at Clemson.
He did.
And you would have to think of him some extra oomph when running the football in between the tackles. 5-step drop for Huntley. Dumps it off on the screen. Right side. It's caught by reps throughout practice and even in the stadium practice down at the University of Maryland. Bringing up a 3rd down and short. Back to Tal Tolliver on the ground. Then he pushes his way forward for 1st down. Huntley pressured off the right side. Gets away from the pressure, but tripped up from behind. It's Jeremiah Trotter. It's Tyler Huntley off to a 2-for-2 start for 35 yards passing. Man in motion from right to left. It's Huntley in the shotgun. Steps back, swarmed behind the line of scrimmage. Can't go anywhere. It's a sack for Philadelphia. Their first of the day. It was Byron Young and top offense. Huntley with 2 receivers left. Tailback in the backfield. High snap. Huntley over the middle. Got it to Tez Walker. But before he could go anywhere, it was Jihad Campbell with the tackle.
Yeah, Tez Walker's just
on the left hash mark from 49 yards out. Kicking toward the Russell Street end zone. New system across the board for this kicking unit. Plenty of distance from Tyler Loop. And it is off and to the right. 7:25 left in the first. Still no score after each team's opening drive. It's his turn to run the program.
He coached the best position in football. He was a DB coach, and he's a lefty. And I'm excited to see what he does as a head coach.
Of course, this is his debut. Not the debut for Andy Dalton. as the Eagles take over at the 39-yard line. Play action, bootleg to the left, complete out wide to Hollywood Brown, former Raven, and he's tackled at the 44-yard line after a gain of 3. No score after the opening drive. It was a 3-and-out for Philadelphia, a missed field goal from 49 yards out by Tyler Loop for the Baltimore Ravens. Play action, it's Dalton again. Rolling right, throws it low, tipped up in the air and intercepted. It's Adisa Isaac down the left sideline and he's into the end zone. These are the types of plays that as an official you're taught to let go as you go along, and then you turn around and you can fix things on the back end. So instead of the 43-yard pick six for Adisa Isaac, it is. See if Baltimore shows pressure here. They are at the line of scrimmage. Bigsby is the tailback. To the right of Dalton in the shotgun. 3rd down. Dalton over the middle. Nobody home. Multiple purple jerseys close there as even right up.
They did a great job of getting back in their coverage, not allowing the receiver to find the open window. Incomplete ball.
This is an experienced quarterback, obviously, with Andy Dalton. And so far through 2 drives, Jesse Minter's defense has done their job. LeJonte Wester inside the 10, waves for a fair catch. He may have had some room to work. The offense back on the field when we come back to the bench. Play in the opening frame. No score between the Eagles and the Ravens week 1 of the preseason. Ravens take over from their own 10-yard line after a fair catch from wide receiver LeJonte Wester. It's Adam Randall on the carry, bounces outside to the right, tries to turn upfield close to the sideline, and maybe picks up a pair.
Yeah, that is Steve Bouchatti's guy, and
interesting transition. A lot of times you might see that vice versa. Had over 800 yards in his 1 season as the starter with the Clemson Tigers. Huntley rolling out right, has Hibner in the flat right side. It's caught as Matthew Hibner turns upfield, gets close to the marker, and it is a Ravens. Oh, close. It is not a first down. And they actually changed the spot, flipped the side of the yard line he was on, and it does give enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, Baltimore from their own 20. Play action from Huntley. Lines up, has Jacoby Lane over the middle at the 35-yard line. Turns upfield for an extra 3 over the top of Mac McWilliams for his first Ravens reception.
Yeah, Jacoby Lane just runs a deep over route. And you would like to see that ball probably thrown just a little bit earlier to give Jacoby an opportunity to catch it and run with it. But nevertheless, he has big hands. He goes up and catches it, and he does a tremendous job week in and week out throughout training camp in his first catch in the preseason.
And off to Randall on 1st down and 10. He plunges straight into the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. So it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds, but it's been outstanding to watch so far in his young preseason.
5 for 5 so far for Tyler Huntley. Pressure right side, he'll take off, passes the line of scrimmage, and then goes down shortly thereafter. Picked up about 2. Looks like there may be a penalty marker down. Sure is, and it's in between the 40 and the 35. Indications is on the offensive side of the ball.
The interior defensive lineman trying to get to Huntley.
Back out of the shotgun again. It's Huntley with Randall. Pump fakes, throws to Wester right side. It was back behind in a rotational role at wide receiver. 3rd down and long for Tyler Huntley. Line to gains the 48. It's complete to Josh Cuevas, his first reception, but immediate
defensive lineman that was trying to get to Huntley.
First time we'll see Ryan Eckley, the rookie out of Michigan State, in the punting unit for Baltimore. It's Britton Covey back to receive, and this one goes out of bounds on the left. His 10th year, if you can believe it, in the NFL after establishing himself as one of the best edge rushers in football. Carry there from Tank Bigsby.
Beating up to game day is going to be critical for this defense.
Back to Bigsby. And the handoff from Dalton. Once again, nowhere really for Jesse Minter at the helm here in 2026. 3rd down and what is officially 5 from the 36-yard line. Dalton looks left, put it on the money, but turn it. Dalton State. Snap is away, so is the punt. Spiraling kick to LeJonte Wester back at the 15-yard line. He'll return this one. Evades the first man. Breaks back toward the hash bar. It's to the 20, and he's stacked up by multiple Eagles and pushed backwards. Forward progress to the Elijah Tolliver. New quarterback, Joe Fignano. Completes it to the right-hand side. There's the aforementioned Hibner that we have so far. 13-yard gain on his first pass attempt to Hibner. Now it's Tolliver, right side of the line of scrimmage. Picks up 1 on the carry.
Plan so they can evaluate the players on the simplest, littlest things that happen in football consistently.
High snap to Fignano, right side. It's Tez Walker, completion. Pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line, short of the line by about.
This
kind of became his calling card in Twitters. Make the short trip to Baltimore. Once again alongside Rod Woodson with Evan Washburn down on the sideline of Kyle Yeoman. Start of the second quarter, no score between the Eagles and Ravens. Third down and short. Passing situation for Joe Fignano. And he completes it to Jacoby Lane over 22 just a couple weeks ago. Very young rookie with a high ceiling in the Ravens organization. Back to the ground with another rookie, Adam Randall. It's been act
you want from a young player, that's what he does.
The ABCs of catching. I like the teaching point there from Rod. Fignano with time to throw, looking right side. Hibner was downfield, got in a bit of a battle with the defense last year, over 3,400 passing yards. Third down and 6. Throw over the middle into danger. It was LeJante Wester as the intended target. Arnold Britton Covey back at the 6-yard line for Philadelphia to reel this in. It's a wobbling end-over-end kick. Fair catch made right at the 10-yard grab. Went for 18 yards as the Eagles take over inside their.
And the biggest thing I like about him is that football, just football. He wants to have fun out there. He's always smiling. He's always having a good time. And when you can enjoy what you're doing, you can play really good football.
Tanner McKee in at quarterback for Philadelphia.
Being the play caller.
Couple of stops already for this Ravens defense. Chest high snap for McKee. Looks left. Tries to find Calca kicks. Last year, as a rookie out of Illinois State, elevated to the active roster in week 6. Saw some playing time. Helping force another stop defensively. Wester picks it up on a hop at the 35-yard line. Has a seam up the right sideline. He's tripped up for watch parties and a whole lot more. Here from Baltimore. And my wife's thing, I know you like spicy.
Spicy is good.
It is good. 12:03 left here in the second quarter. First and 10 after a nice return by LeJante Wester have the Ravens in plus territory. Handoff, Adam Randall spins upfield on the left hash.
Potential, and getting him an opportunity to play in the National Football League at that position is tremendous.
And it was phenomenal value in the 5th round. Day 3 of the draft. Fignano winds up right side to the hash mark.
Concentration on Tez Walker. When you throw that dig route, which is a deep in cut for the
Fignano. Handoff, Randall left side off of the guard. And forward progress has him stopped at the 18. 2 receivers to the left. Fignano out of the shotgun. Tez Walker to the right with the tight end to that side too. They throw it that way. It's Hibner. Hibner with the grab at the 15-yard line. Sam on the tackle. Pickup of about 3. The Ravens so far on third down, 2 for 5 here in this opening half. High snap, Fignano with time over the middle. It's Jacoby Lane, caught at the 2, dives for the end zone, and he's in. Jacoby Lane stamps the debut with a touchdown, and the Ravens strike first.
Breaking a tackle on the 2-yard line to get into the end zone.
The question coming through a quarter and a half so far. He's done a pretty good job of transferring that from Owings Mills here to downtown Baltimore.
I know the coaches on the offensive side for the Ravens are overly excited for Jacoby Lane.
There's been a lot of excitement, even the fans loving.
In practice, on the sideline, that's infectious to the rest of the team on the sideline. Good, bad, or indifferent, he's going to have
to the first touchdown drive. It's Philadelphia on the return. Upended after a nice play by Tez Walker. Walker running down on special teams, throws his blocker into the returner, Quez Watkins.
Say, listen, I know you can play receiver, but can you play on special teams.
First down and 10 for Philadelphia from their own 23-yard line. Under center is Tanner McKee. Turns, gives, upfield. Good run on first down, but we've got to go down to the sideline as Evan.
Lamar Jackson, good to see you, my friend. It wouldn't be preseason without you here on the sideline. Year 9 for you, a lot of new head coach, new offensive coordinator, some new weapons. Jacoby Lane just making a play. We'll get to that in a sec, but just what has this training camp been like?
A lot of hard work, dedication, a lot of accountability. You know, we just having fun,
What have you appreciated about the new vision that Jesse's brought to this team?
How dialed in he is. Just not him, but all the coaches, you know, and all the players. You got everybody moving as one.
Scheme. How have you and Declan tried to maybe expedite that chemistry and get on the same page quickly?
We have private meetings, you know, just watching film, grading myself. You know, he's grading me like.
First time or first season with a new OC, MVP, MVP. Should we expect a third here in year 1 with Declan?
You know, that's not the goal. You know, that's just it happened. You know, but hopefully it's something.
But now we're seeing Jacoby Lane just every time on the field, whether it's practice, now a game, make plays. As the guy throwing him the ball, what do you like about his skill set?
Man, I don't know, his aggressiveness to go get the ball. You know, he's attacking the ball. He's not really letting the ball just come to him. He's attacking it. Big hands, you know, tough receiver. That's what we need. We need that.
Have you had a guy like that before that's had that kind of maybe catch radius?
Seen Odell make flashes, but those guys wasn't in so much, you know. So just seeing this guy be so young and doing what those guys did when they was young, it's amazing. It's amazing. None of the sky's the limit for him.
Last couple for you. You're a coach on the sideline tonight, but this week you guys hit some joints with the Vikings. How critical is that period in terms of development for you in the offense?
Just getting the feel for the game, because obviously I'm
this group week 1 against the Colts.
Just gonna have to see. Just gonna have to see, man. You just gonna have to see.
Perfect tease. Always great to hang, man. Good to see you. Stay healthy.
Yes, sir.
Awesome stuff, as always, from Lamar and Evan down on the sideline. That is a bond unlike any others. Will Shipley has been busy on this drive for our audio-only listeners. Shipley with a couple of 8-yard. That's the type of stuff that the head coach is looking for in his debut.
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to see his defense keep playing fast.
And it's back to Shipley. A penalty marker flies from the back judge.
We know what Derrick Henry is going to do. We know what Zay Flowers is going to do. If you get Jacoby Lane to come in with Mark Andrews, they got a lot of weapons on that offense.
Completion outside the numbers to Covey. Gets past midfield after the penalty marker. And he sets up third down and about 11 from the Ravens 46. There's Derrick Henry on the sideline. Lamar Jackson saying he doesn't anticipate to play any preseason.
The youngest of 11 siblings, so we know that he's tough.
That was an incredible conversation as McKee over the middle got hit as he threw it. It was Zion in the backfield. He was 11 siblings. He said not a ton of them played sports, but they're all excited for this opportunity. And they said little bro made it to the NFL. That was a special moment for him back in April as this punt trickles away.
At the 11-yard line, it'll be first down and 10 from that spot, Baltimore.
What I love about Zion with these Ravens for the next several years.
Vignano back at quarterback. It's McMillan in the backfield. This one a wobbly pass over the middle. Under center now for Vignano. Elijah Surratt in motion from left to right. They go to McMillan out of the backfield, and he maneuvers to the right, cuts up to the 29-yard line, picks up 3 on first down.
For where you belong inside of each play, you can start letting your natural ability come to the forefront.
Plenty of production in his final year at Eastern Michigan. Go to him again. Second down with some running room right side. Got to the first down marker past the 38-yard line. Receiving yards with 3 receiving scores a year ago. He's subbed out for Tau Tolliver. And there's motion up front. Baltimore 32-yard line going from left to right. 2 receivers stacked to the left side. Play action from Vignano. Looks that way. Tosses. Open man. Sliding back to the football to make the grab.
Because I'm a Boilermaker. But yes, they won the national championship. The Big Ten has done it how many years in a row?
3 years in a row. How about that? Always something to hold on to there, Rod. Tau Tolliver Gets past the 45-yard line.
A free football, go out and have fun and let the chips fall where they may.
Play action to Randall. Bootleg from Pignano, right side. There's Surratt again. Past the mark. native. First down and 10, Baltimore from the Eagles' 38-yard line. Looking right. Another open receiver on a curl back to the football. This time. There's a quick completion again. They've been utilizing the middle of the field. There's Surratt as you took a look at his player profile. Now, of course, he made a tremendous impact on a national championship team. They thought he was pro ready. They'll look that direction again. This time it's Xavier Guillory who did. They scored on their first trip. Pignano under center. First and goal from the 5. Man in motion is Wade. They fake it to Randall. Pignano bootlegs right back of the end zone. It is caught by Ringo. Did he get both? News of WBAL Channel 11. As McKee looks right, complete, past the line of scrimmage and up the field. Remember, he only had 1 interception in his final season at the collegiate level. So not normal for Pignano, who had a really good start era.
Great touchdown drive.